Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston with you today.
It doesn't really matter. Nobody.
They can still hear me.
Lloyd Kirby behind the camera, and Jim Ash, the producer of this fine show.
We've been off a couple of weeks.
We've been off a week. It feels like a couple weeks.
I took a look at the three of you when I walked in, and I think you guys been eating while you go off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys say?
Talk for yourself. What have you been eating?
I've been eating cherry pie.
And loin. We are at Jake's Furnishings today.
LOIN.
What's going on here today, Jake? What do you got for sale?
What do you want?
I don't want anything, but the listeners might want something.
Let's go back to what's on sale.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're actually we changed it. We had a closeout sale going on, and I guess some customers thought that was too close to being a closing sale, so we changed it. We're calling it an inventory reduction sale now.
Be careful how they read into that.
Wow. I had multiple messages about that. I'm like, you know what? We better change that sign.
That's probably a good idea. It could be a washout sale.
There you go.
Yeah.
We've got more rain going.
We had a boat sale. That was a classic sale brought to you by our camera guy, Lloyd Kirby. That was awesome.
A boat sale?
Yeah. Boatload. What was it? Boatload sale? Yeah, we had a boatload sale.
And Lloyd recently met Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Rubbing
elbows with the Hit King.
Buddies now.
Yeah. How'd you do it, Lloyd? Can we just call you Loin from now on? I like that better.
I do.
Loin, you want to come on and talk with us about Pete Rose?
Loin in the bucket hat.
Oh.
Yes, we do have a guest coming in today.
Yeah, Meghan Dean.
Head girls golf coach.
Maybe she can give us a few pointers.
Oh, sorry.
Meghan Dean / Fink. She's been recently married. We'll talk to her about that.
Hyphen?
Nah, I think it's Meghan Fink now, but it's hard for me to remember.
Old age.
Little Dean, that's what I've always
A lot can change in 10 years, Joe.
A lot can change in 10 years.
I love the billboard.
You guys are pretty funny, but I'd like to see a picture of you guys 10 years ago.
I look better now than I did then.
Well, let's just all bring our we'll update it to our site. You guys throw up some pictures of you guys 10 years ago.
Sure.
You too, Loin. And Big
Loin
Jim.
looks exactly the same.
No, I'm sure Loin has changed.
No.
Loin.
Well, boys, not a whole lot of sports going on right now. Baseball.
No, none at all. Baseball, you got free agency with Major League or with NBA.
I'm talking the games. I mean obviously there's sporting news. But as far as sports.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's the phone. You want Loin to get that?
Loin. Hey.
Thanks for calling, Jake.
Just made a sell.
It's Jake.
Baseball news.
Yeah. We gonna start with baseball?
Let's start with baseball. I
saw that on the itinerary.
Jake's been gone for a while. He's got baseball knowledge.
I do.
Yeah.
I was on vacation.
He's got a Cardinal shirt on.
I do have a
That's like wearing an Albert Einstein shirt. Smart guy, you know what I'm saying?
Do they make Albert Einstein shirts?
They should, and put the Cardinal gear
on.
They
do make Albert Einstein shirts, yeah. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they don't. But All-Star game, All-Star break right around the corner.
Yeah, out there in Cincinnati.
Cardinals with the best record in baseball. I tell you that they're pretty good. I'm give you some credit.
They are pretty good.
They are pretty good.
They're just ahead of probably the hottest team in baseball with Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, they just lost to Pittsburgh last night.
Yep.
Actually, I'm rooting for the Cardinals. I need Pittsburgh to lose because I don't think the Cubs are going to catch.
I'm not sure I heard that correctly. What did you say?
I'm rooting for the Cardinals.
That sounded nice, didn't it?
It's awfully early.
There's room for you on that wagon.
Just a day-by-day basis.
We put
just for my own personal.
We put more heavy set fellows on the back of that. There you go.
And let's go to break.
That's awfully early in the year to be playing that. I don't know. The Cardinals are doing okay. We've got some guys coming back.
Yeah, you guys with
Walton will be coming back here pretty soon. Holiday is expected back right after the All-Star break. Colton Wong just came back. So I mean, we've got some things happening. Jaime Garcia will be back right after the All-Star break. It was actually a good time for them to send him down with a little bit, let him regenerate. You got the All-Star break, a few extra days there. Get him away from baseball for a few days. Let that arm ride him for another month and a half, and then he'll be done for the year. But maybe we'll have Wayne right back by then, who's talking about making a comeback still this year, which is crazy.
Early October.
Yeah, he should just sit. Well,
I
unless they're in the heat of it, may as well.
You know, if you
tear your arm up and win a
be
World
in the
Series.
heat.
Well, I mean, it's not his arm though; it's his legs, which may be even more important.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, your arm for a pitcher, that's a big deal. But if you don't have a solid base, you ain't even climbing up on the mountain. So I don't know. Kind of worrisome.
And you know, like you said, if you don't have those legs, you're going to put more stress on your arm and just more chances for injury. So, you know, I'm with you guys. There's the coffee lady.
The lovely Kelly.
The lovely Kelly, I think she should walk through like a ring girl.
Yeah. Stop on. Yeah. Could you
want to
pass
walk
those
through
out
in
up
front
here?
Walk through in front of the cameras? Wow.
All-Star break right around the corner. Monday is home run derby.
Yep.
Tuesday is the game. You guys get into it much. I know there's a lot on the line now with the All-Star game, which I like. You know, it gives a little. They need to do something with that in the NFL to make it a little more interesting.
The problem with that is I don't think the players are taking it as if, we're looking for home field advantage.
Yeah,
I don't think they care. I really don't. I think a lot of them wouldn't mind having the day off, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
they'll probably get a little bonus for making that thing.
Some of them do. It depends what their contract reads. It's not automatic. You have to have it built into your contract. So these young guys know they don't get nothing extra.
Well, now I couldn't explain it. I can't explain a lot of things, but have you guys checked out the new home run derby format? Can you explain it?
It's on a time limit, from what I understand. You can take all the pitches that you want, but you have a certain amount of time. You know, so you got to start swinging the bat. Is that correct?
To be honest, I
like that better.
They were talking about it. I'm not a big fan of the home run derby.
Yeah, there are brackets. You're matched up with, you know, other players, but there's a time limit. Is it like 4 minutes?
Loin?
Huh? Yes.
Do not aggravate Loin.
But it's a little different format where it kind of speeds it up, you know, because at times, you know, they're sitting there waiting for that perfect pitch, whereas now, you know,
I don't know. It seems like most of the years they'll take a few pitches, but then all of a sudden once they hit one, they start just swinging. Yeah, they don't stop for quite a while. It seems like. But,
you know, this could really affect. I mean, it could affect your swing. You know, people up there just starting to hack. And
well, the sabermetrics, if you look at all of it, show that it actually has not affected guys' swings.
For the benefit of the show, Jake.
Okay, you know how I like to argue. The sabermetrics show, and you know, there's a lot of people who say that they have a post All-Star game slump, or you know, after home run derby slump.
We got a caller, and we didn't even ask for one. Go ahead, caller.
It's the wrong number.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on? Who we got on the line here?
We got Tom and Drew Martin from Florida.
Hey,
all
Tom
right.
and Drew Martin. What's going on? How's Florida treating you?
Doing well.
Well, Illinois, I think it's rained every day since, I don't know. We're going to have to build an ark down here. So what's going on? I know you want to talk a little Florida baseball, Tom. We talked to you over Facebook or through Facebook a few weeks ago. What is the big difference between Florida baseball and Illinois baseball?
Well, I'd say it's a lot more competitive. I mean, I'm not saying that baseball up there isn't really, like, you know, competitive and stuff like that, but down here it's really cutthroat. Like, you know, it's either, you know, it's dog eat dog, really, that kind of thing.
Now that sounds like Drew.
Now, that is Drew. Jeez, Drew, you sound like a
man.
A man.
You have something over your phone
how tall
disguising
are you now,
your
Drew?
voice.
Drew, how tall are you now? 6'7"?
6'7". That's incredible.
So you ready to move back to Illinois?
Want to play some basketball?
Yeah, we need some 6'7" kids on the court. Now, obviously in Florida you can play baseball year-round. Do you guys do that, or do you take a little break? Are you specializing in just baseball, or do you play other sports down there?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, the reality of it is you kind of have to play all year to be really competitive and to try and get where you want to go. So, I mean, there's really no other time for any other sports. I mean, you can try to play other sports, in between baseball and things like that. But, we have spring season, which is our main high school season. We have summer ball, where you're going to get seen by all the scouts. And then fall ball, where it's basically conditioning and telling you whether or not, kids coming up behind you are going to be on the varsity or if they're going to make the team, things like that. And if you don't play one of those, I'm not saying you're not going to be good, but I'm just saying that, like, the possibilities of you getting where you really want to go are a lot slimmer than they would if you played all three. And as a pitcher, I mean, there is time in between those seasons, so it does give me a break. You don't want to throw you around, especially if you're a pitcher and things like that. Tommy John, rotator cuff surgery, that kind of stuff can happen if you throw you around. So it's better to have a break in between that, like they kind of give you a couple weeks off here and there most of the time.
I saw a picture of you the other day on Facebook. What, you're holding 6 baseballs? Is that right?
So he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
6 baseballs.
In one hand?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How many baseballs can OJ put in his hands? 2? You know who OJ is?
Yeah, I do.
Does anybody call him OJ out there? That's his dad, Tom Martin. He drank orange juice and ran races all the time. He was a tough guy back in his day. That's back when he was younger. I'm not sure he's so tough anymore. Well, OJ, how many baseballs?
Easy, guys. Easy, guys.
Hey, how many baseballs can you hold in your hand, OJ?
I can hold 4.
That's 2 in each hand?
Pretty much.
He's pretty tough on the mic there. You get face to face.
Well, he's in Florida. I can make fun of him.
He's 900 miles away. So,
give us the name of your high school where you're playing? Isn't it that's a big name high school there?
Jesuit High School.
We've had some pro players come out of that school.
Yeah, we got Lance McCullers, him and Shane Robbins, a couple of guys who you probably know.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who. Lou Pinella is out of our school.
Who's
Al
that?
Lopez.
Javi Lopez. Yeah.
Okay, and so you are you going to be a sophomore or junior? You'll be a junior?
Be a junior.
And made the starting rotation last year as a sophomore, is that right?
Yeah. I was on number 2.
Nice.
Were you pitching when you were a freshman on varsity or no?
No, I was on JV, and I barely ever pitched. I think I threw like 3 innings the whole season.
Wow, you just kind of turn it around, or you work on it, or is that?
Well, over the summer, my summer coach, who wasn't the greatest coach, but I mean, he kind of was like, your future.
This is heard around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
He might be listening.
Hey,
mouth.
I want to know if Mikey's been hitting any grounders or anything. Mikey was a good baseball player. You know that guy, Mikey?
Yeah, Mike played for Springfield College, I believe it was, and then he played for Aurora University.
Yeah, he was a good ball player.
They went to the 3D World Series his senior year.
3D, that's no, he's all right. Hey, Drew, we know OJ. He's a little older. It's good. Hey, and Mikey's a fireman. Is he in Florida?
Yeah, he is. He's about a half hour away from us.
That's what I thought. So he's out there by you guys. Well, good for him. Tell him we said hello.
What's the weather like down there in Florida? I'll be there in 2 weeks. Is it nice?
It's about 95 with about 120% humidity most of the time.
It's pretty nice.
Is it raining?
Every afternoon it'll pop in about 3 o'clock or so, usually around there, and then it'll be gone in the most probably an hour.
You must
how
be
long
near
it'll rain.
Tampa.
Yeah.
And it'll turn the place into an absolute hot box.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
Has a football coach tried to get a hold of you to play quarterback or not? No?
Yeah, I can't throw a football for my life. It's horrible.
It's a little different shape.
We'll give you guys an idea what it's like down here. On his team, they have about 8 pitchers on his team, and out of the 8, I'd say 6 of them can throw between 85 and 90 mile an hour.
Wow.
And that's just on his team alone. And like he said, it's really competitive down here. Drew just hit 90 last week. And we're at a tournament in Georgia. We're calling from Georgia right now. We're in Marietta, Georgia, at East Cobb. There's 275 teams here. And Drew pitches Sunday, so he'll probably have a lot of radar guns on Sunday.
Nice.
That's pretty much what we're doing up here right now.
How many scouts show up for a tournament like that?
Yeah.
Oh, how many scouts are showing up at tournaments like that or games like that?
I would say at least over 100. I mean, we actually just went and watched the game, not our game, but it was a tournament before us, guys that were a year older. And at 2 games, you could probably count 50 scouts.
Nice.
Wow.
And then, before that, there was there are like 50 or so different locations that you could play during this tournament, and there are scouts at every location.
So you're talking scouts from MLB as well as college? I mean, kind of both at the same venue?
There are a few MLB scouts, pushed in here and there. Those are kind of fewer and far between. Most of the time, it's going to be big Division I colleges: Florida, FSU, Texas, TCU. There was UCLA around a couple of times I saw.
Very cool.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're not having a very good time down there, Drew.
Baseball heaven.
Right.
They play a little football in that area too, huh?
No.
Yeah, they do, but it's different than football up in Illinois. That's for sure.
It's all
Absolutely.
different. Well, Jay, Drew, thanks for calling in, buddy. Keep us updated on how you're doing, and
Yeah, be sure and call us back and let us know how all this is going.
yeah, is there a website or something that we can maybe track you on, or keep track of what's going on down there?
I think probably the best thing would be my mom's Facebook. She keeps that pretty updated.
Joe
Updated.
is
I'll take care of that.
Joe's a Facebooker, so he'll keep
Creeper.
track of you. He doesn't ever post, but he just creeps.
He's
so,
a creeper from way back.
yeah.
That's what everyone does on Facebook. They creep around.
All right, Drew and Tom, thanks for calling in, guys, and keep us updated, will you?
All right.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
You bet,
Good
Tom.
luck, guys.
See you,
Talk to
OJ.
later. It's Drew and Tom Martin, former Lincoln residents, now down in the good state of Florida.
I tell you what, old Tom Martin there too. He can cook.
Yeah.
The old boy brought me in some. I think it was a pork loin.
Was it a loin?
And
L-I-O-N.
it was
Loin.
delicious. I think he was still with the fire department then, I believe.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Well,
guys.
he had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Hey, let's go to break here. We come back. We're gonna have a guest that we were just informed of not too long ago, Jake.
We're having a
I
guest.
have a guest.
A guest.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's ready to go.
Ready to go.
Fired up.
Bright-eye, bushy tail. So we'll have her on when we come back after these messages. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.
Is that what you're bringing us in with?
We're just going to let this play.
I don't have any idea what this is.
Well, then you live under a
Who
rock.
sings that song?
I don't know.
Snoop Dogg.
No.
Was that David Cassidy?
Come on, Snoop Dogg reference. That was awesome.
Who? You want to key that up, Jim?
Hey, welcome back to Name That Tune.
And we're back.
You are in the Cheap
Iris
Seats on
Danette.
96.3 FM, and we have a guest this morning, which we just found out not too long ago. Meghan Fink. You thought I was going to say Dean. See,
We're going to get into that Fink side.
That was hyphen.
Megan Dean.
I thought people hyphen their
hyphen
stuff
Fink.
nowadays.
Megan Dean. We got to get the Dean family listed in there, then we'll move you over to the Finks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, with us is Megan Dean. She is the new first-year head girls golf coach out at the high school.
Nice.
And so, Megan, thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for
You're not
having me.
nervous, are you?
No, not at all.
You're ready to go for this radio, aren't
Yep.
you? We're going to just battle about some things. We want to talk about Megan Dean before you got here today. So tell us a bit about your background. Grade school, where'd you go? Because you guys work from Lincoln.
No, I went to Lincoln grade school, actually, in Canton, Illinois.
Called Lincoln.
Yeah.
Canton Little Giants, is that what they are?
Yep.
Can't load. That's
What's-
over my
Looks,
area.
looks kind of like the Railer Man.
Redder Man on steroids.
Yeah.
He's bigger, isn't he?
A little
A
bit.
little heavier. Is your what were the grade schools called? Over there?
There was Lincoln, Westview, and Eastview.
But what was your nickname? Lincoln what? Not Railers.
No, it was just Lincoln. We didn't really have.
Didn't have one.
It was Ingersoll Middle School, and that was when we got the Railer Man.
And that everybody's got a Redder Man. Purdue, somebody else right there about a Redder Man. Boilermaker.
Boilermakers.
Whatever that is.
Man.
Well, okay, and then you moved here when?
I moved here my sophomore year of high school.
And that, well, now, that's tough.
Yeah,
it's
very.
easier for boys to move, like in high school, because they're involved in things. It's tough for girls to move
Because
in
there's
high
that
school.
whole social...
Clicks. Everybody's got a click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was that hard on you or no?
It was a bit hard, but I had the Carr Mitchells.
It perfectly fit. Okay, go. You had the Carr
Sorry,
Mitchells were here in
inside
town. You
joke.
knew
Yeah.
that's a joke with these guys.
Wow.
Nothing you did.
Okay. My dad's sister, Jan Carr Mitchell, lives here, and she has some kids, so it helped because they were in the high school too. So
Nice.
they took me under their wing,
And you moved here because
because my dad was a golf pro in Canton, and then he got an opportunity to work here at the Lincoln Elks. So we moved here for him to be the golf pro here.
did you want to move or no?
It was all right with me. I mean,
It's tough to move
Yeah.
when you're that age because you got all your buddies. And I still have your buddies back over there.
yeah, we
Yeah.
stayed in touch, most of us. So
What's-
it's good for Facebook, you know.
What sports did you play when you came to Lincoln?
I played golf, basketball, and softball.
You did it all, didn't you?
I did.
Well rounded.
And you've.
And Joe didn't recruit you to play football?
He tried, but
I asked her about it. She was quick. She could have played some corner, a little bit of safety,
Free
maybe.
safety?
You're. And then you went to college at where?
I went to Lincoln College for 2 years and played golf. Went to nationals my freshman year. Sophomore year was just not so much my year, so
Sometimes the wind blows the wrong way.
Well, I'm needing a fourth on my foursome coming up here pretty soon.
She is a good golfer,
Oh,
obviously, if she's coaching it. And a little bit about your family. Throw out there some names of who are these other deans we know.
Doug Dean,
Yeah.
he was a golf pro at the Elks. Now he works for BSN Sports.
Tell us about the famous
My mom,
place
Amy,
downtown.
Amy Dean, is a co-owner with Marcy Eads at the arcade.
And who doesn't like the arcade? Put your hand up. See there, they were
One
all
of my
down.
favorites.
The arcade's awesome.
Oh, I'm there all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's one of my favorites.
You too.
Actually, one of my softball coaches is coaching today, or is working down there today. Brandon.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Love Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's a good boy.
Yeah.
He played football years ago for
He
me.
played. Yeah, he did play football. He played about every sport, didn't he?
Yeah, he may have. He's a wrestler. Yeah, he's good.
Big dude. Solid.
Big dude, solid. Kind of like.
Good kid.
He's a good kid.
You know, it's
Boy, and the hits keep coming.
he's not very hard on the softball girls there, but you know.
Okay, so now that we've kind of met you,
Yes.
let's hold on. We have a name change now because we all know you as Coach Dean. Little Dean, Big Deal Dean, and you are now
Meghan Fink.
Meghan Fink. And who'd you marry?
I married Brock Fink.
And it was just what, month ago?
It was June 6th, so about a month ago.
Wow.
A little over a month.
Newlywed.
Yeah.
It's still going good.
Already got the driver's license changed.
Yes, I do.
Probably going to need some
A
furniture.
lot of people don't. Hey, hey, I know a guy. There's you know.
Yeah.
Washout. No, we had
That's
to
what he's got
change
going
that. It's a boat sale.
If you pull a boat in here today,
Bring
you
in
get
your
half
boat. We'll
off.
fill it up.
Half off a
Bring
boat.
your boat in. We'll fill it up.
And you went where on your honeymoon? I
We
know
went
you went some
to
sunny island.
Cancun.
And did you want to come back or not?
No.
Well, you should look for jobs
It
out
was very nice.
Yeah.
there. Very nice.
Start selling jewelry on the beach.
They were.
Cancun's a good place to go. All-inclusive thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got it made. All right, so now this coming year will be your first year as the head coach.
Yes.
And you will be called Coach
Fink.
Coach Fink, so we're going to have to change all that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us, now we're going to kind of get into this nuts and bolts of it.
I was
Tell
gonna
us
say.
a little bit about how you got started in golf.
Okay. I've been playing golf since I could basically walk. My dad had us swinging clubs. I mean, he didn't really force us. We always just wanted to be out at the golf course with him, meaning my brother and I, because Kara and Adam were still little pups. So basically, I just wanted to be like my dad because he was always out
Wait
there.
a
So
minute.
I wanted to always be out there.
I can remember all that. Your mom would pull up in a van and all you guys would get out
Yeah.
and run everywhere, and they were all over the place. You would go pick up all the range balls
Oh, yeah.
and all
We
that.
loved it.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go out there and hang all day? So he obviously was probably your biggest influence.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot about golf, too. I always give him credit when we bring him up on here.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it because he's my dad, but he's really good, and that makes me like want to be good too. So
he taught me something that has made me money on the golf course, and it's probably the only thing that's ever made me money on the golf course. He comes up. I'm left-handed, and he's right-handed. He comes up and says, "I bet I can outdrive you with your club." Mm-hmm. I said, "Huh." And I hit it, and then he took my club, flipped it upside down, and hit it right-handed. I don't remember. I don't think he beat me on that one because I think his went to the off the fairway. But from then on, I was like, I can do that, and I have done that probably 25 times and won 23 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're winning a little money.
Usually it's like $5 or soda or something, whatever, a cold beverage of some sort. But yeah. It's great. I love it. I don't know how he did it. It's so awkward to see because you have that big club flipped upside down, but as you're swinging it, your concentration is so solid on it. Man, you can smoke that ball. So
you try that trick too?
I tried. I failed miserably, so I just stick to right-handed.
He is very good. I would go with him just in the cart, and he play 18 or something, and he would just tweak little things you're doing, and it makes such a big difference, which I guess now that's what you're going to do with these girls, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
So you started at the high school last year, and what are you doing out there?
I'm a teacher's aide, and I'm going to school, and then I also helped Jeff Cooper as the assistant softball coach.
Well, let's just pause right there a minute.
Whoa. I was thinking maybe fast forward, but okay.
Cooper will never come on the show. He's scared.
Oh.
He says I will make fun of him if he comes on the show.
Oh, well, you make fun of him if he's not on the show.
That's where we're going now.
You're kind of hard on Cooper.
Yeah, I've
you might
been
as
hard
well
on
be
Cooper.
here to defend himself.
Yeah, that's what I said. Come on in, Coop. But he won't ever come on. Okay, but so you played for Coop and then you coached with Coop. How was that?
It was awesome. He's great. He's a really great guy.
Coop is a good boy.
Yeah, I loved it.
Now he's hanging it up, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You guys had a pretty good year this year, softball.
Yeah, I think we ended up being 28-6, and we lost our second round in regionals to SHG.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Was it about the best? Was it the best season they've had or no? I know it was like going.
Last year they had a really good season. I think they broke their record for wins, and I think this year we were right there with it too. So,
Coach Cooper is a good boy. He's a good dude. And you're still working on your education then?
Yes.
Doing that too?
Go to UIS, and I'm majoring in liberal studies and minoring in education.
There you go. So let's talk about this opportunity, Coach. You were out there running around with Cooper. How'd you get into that?
With Cooper came to me and was like, "Hey, I need a coach. How do you feel about being the assistant softball coach?" I was like, "Are you sure?" But it ended up being great, and I'm glad he did, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to do it.
And then how did this golf opportunity come along?
Opportunity came along. Christine Randall left Lincoln and moved to Texas. So as soon as I heard that she was leaving, I applied for this position, and I got it. And I was thrilled.
Is there any talk of maybe transferring or getting some of these softball girls over to the golf side?
I do have two that came to me, and one of them is actually getting lessons from Jeff, so I'm just going to keep them coming.
Yeah, there you go.
They're two completely different seasons, so they have time to switch the swing.
Yeah.
There's not a problem with that. Now, they had a great season last year, right, under Coach Randall?
Yes, they did. They went to state for the first time ever. I didn't even go to state when I was in Lincoln High School.
Who was your coach at Lincoln High School? Was Jan?
Jan Bowers, yes.
So they went to state last year. You have any of those girls back?
There are 5 of them back, 6 of them. The 2 seniors, we lost Caitlin Hasbury and Lexi Morris. Right. So Caitlin was very, very good.
She's good. Lexi's pretty good.
Yes.
So throw the names out of those ones.
We've got Cara Dean, who is my sister. She's a senior.
Well, Cara Dean, we've had her on.
Yeah. And then Rachel Lockenauer. Those 2 are the seniors. We got Jaylee Swinford, Allie Wilson, Sana Wahab, Anna Walters, and I think that's it. And then Victoria Triplett is the softball player that I heard is going to be coming out for golf this year.
Well, that's a good group.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit. Golf, I know football, we've started up because it's in the fall, so you've got to have things going on now. What do you have going on?
We actually have a camp next week, and we're going to be out there all week just working on some putting and chipping, and then probably play a few holes, go up to the range, just get the girls playing. I know a couple of them have been out there already playing, but that's really all you can do for golf is go out and play and work on your swing, find the ins and outs of what you need to be doing, really.
So are you kind of like your dad? Can you ride around and just watch him play 6 holes and say, hey, do this, do that, move over here, do that?
I've learned a lot from my dad. I wouldn't say I'm as good, obviously, but I can tell you why you're hitting it right or left, and if you need to like tee it down, maybe. I mean,
because you think you help one of these guys with their game? I mean, they're
maybe.
bad,
Real bad.
It's true.
I could try.
Not even gonna lie.
I don't know how good
So what you have you have some type of fundraiser coming up, right? A scramble. We don't have a date and all that.
Yeah, we don't have a date set, but they've done a fundraiser scramble the past 3 years, I think, and it's been really a hit. So I'm going to try and do that again. And I've been working with Jeff to get a date set, but it's a 4-man scramble, 4-team scramble, not man. But it's just fun, go out there, play 18 holes, win a few prizes, just.
And we keep throwing Jeff's name around. Tell him who Jeff is.
Jeff's the pro at the Elks.
It does a good job.
I actually don't know his last name. Sorry. It's really bad.
Jeff.
Which is funny.
I'm Jeff.
Now, if they are, so you're going to have the scramble, though, and we're going to get some information out there, and if you'll let us know, we'll
Yes.
announce that on here,
Okay.
and we'll get it on our Facebook site so the people creeping around can kind of see it.
Okay.
And your contact information. If girls, you're obviously incoming freshmen, they've got to start sometime. When would that be? Like, do they have to give you a date or?
Oh no, our first official practice is August 12th. But I mean, if they want to come out and play, they can go.
Do they
out
need to contact you?
Yeah, they can.
Jeff Peterson, by the way, is his
Or
name.
Jeff,
I left that out.
I
I
knew.
didn't say it, but-
Yeah, I didn't. I
Do
didn't
they
know his
contact?
name. I just like.
Do they contact Jeff Peterson out there if they're not members and they want to play because they're coming out?
Yes,
Or do you go through you?
They can contact me, and then I can get a hold of Jeff and make it work, or they can get a hold of Jeff. But if you want to get a hold of me, do I give my phone number out?
Yeah, if you want to give your phone number out, I never give phone numbers out unless it's somebody I know. Go ahead.
Okay, well, it's 217-671-5569.
And that's how you can get a hold of Meghan Dean Fink.
Yes.
We're just going to go to Fink from here on out.
Okay.
Right?
Fink.
Hi, Fink.
Hyphen. Fink.
So you want to give some shout-outs out to anybody that's listening today? Got anybody listening?
I don't think I do, but
Oh, they have to be.
not that.
Well, don't
not that
feel
important.
bad. We don't have anybody else with us.
We want to give a shout-out to my mom and dad. They're probably listening.
Your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe's mom and dad.
Any other information you need to get out there to anybody?
Not really. I mean, if any girl's interested, just get out there as soon as you can to play and get a hold of me if you need anything.
All right, now tell us your favorite golf story that you had. What was your favorite moment you had out of all those golf things?
Favorite moment. My favorite moment was probably making it to nationals my freshman year of college.
And we talked about that. You got to go play where?
I got to play at Daytona Beach.
That's cool.
And it was very intense actually, because there was a forest fire. So we played our practice round, and then we didn't get to play our first round because it got postponed because there was too much smoke.
Wow.
So Coach Wilson and her husband and her daughter, who is actually on the team now, Allie Wilson, we went and hung out at some water park thing and enjoyed our day instead of dealing with the smoke.
And you said the course was brutal, right?
Yeah, it was something I've never experienced because I've only played here in Illinois. It was very long, so kind of discouraging, but I still played.
That's funny. Yeah, those long courses, they're hard on you.
The sand traps were very, very huge.
Yeah, didn't you have to hit out of one many
I
times?
was in there about 4 times. So.
But even second shots in the sand.
Yeah, I was in there one time, but it took me 4 times to get out.
And you were gaining ground every time.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
So.
That's funny.
That's all right. Well, hey, you
Great
guys.
experience.
Any more questions you guys have, or
You had all the questions. We didn't even know we had a guest.
I'm taking care of business here on the cheap seats.
You are.
There you go. Well, Megan, Miss Fink, Coach Fink, we'd like to thank you for being on today, and keep us updated. And if you ever have anything that you need us to get on the air, throw it on our Facebook site so the creepers can see it.
Okay.
And we'll get it out there for you.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right. That's Megan Dean -Fink.
Yes. I need her on
Lincoln
my
Girls
foursome coming
golf
up for
coach.
the Lincoln College golf outing. Just throwing it out there.
All right. Hey, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We'll finish up with, I don't know, sports?
Some type of sports talk,
Time of
probably.
sports.
or loin.
All right. Stay
Whatever.
tuned. You're in the cheap seats.
Or Miss Iris. That's good stuff right there.
That is good stuff. Right
Summer
there.
song. Why you changed the name after rain song?
We need a spring song or
Spring.
it seems like spring.
Dude, it's going to be like 90 today.
You don't even have to get in a pool.
Hot.
Lincoln Raider football playing 7-on-7 today over
really?
in Warrensburg Latham.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I think their first game was at 9.
You're not
So
over
they
there
are-
for that, I guess. Looks
He's
like.
no, he's
No.
no,
I'm a line coach.
he
Yeah.
doesn't do anything with football.
There's not many linemen playing the 7-on-7
now.
There's a snapper.
No, one of the other kids pops it up
Oh,
to
he
him.
just
So
beep. 7-on-7.
7-on-7.
Well,
over
your
there.
favorite stepson's playing.
Yep.
What about youth football? We got anything
Youth
going on
football
with that?
sign-ups are going on now.
I was going to say, that should be coming.
Yeah, that's coming up. I think they have a camp July 20th, and then the season starts the following week.
I'll tell you what, my nephew is jacked.
He's a
He
beast.
is ready for. I mean, he's had a good heat baseball season. 9 and under and 8 and under. He played both. Pretty solid. But he is ready to do some hitting.
He's been doing some hitting from what I hear from you. The
I know.
baseball.
He went in a little bit of funk towards the end of the season, but the last 3 games broke out of it, and he was clubbing the ball again. Strong man. He's a good little athlete, man.
He's a good kid.
He's
Good
a
kid.
Good kid. Good athlete.
His dad's not real hard on him.
His uncle is though. His uncle's really hard on him.
Sometimes that's better.
I tell you what, earlier in the year we were in the machine shed throwing some wiffle balls, and he was one to strike me out pretty bad, and I accidentally smoked him. He had a welt on his gut.
Have you seen
I
the
felt
new?
horrible. It was flashbacks of my little brother pitching to me, and I crushed one right at him, and he was done pitching. Never stopped. Never pitched again.
Have you seen the new wiffle ball thing out? Where that thing just going all over the place.
No.
A commercial. Yeah, it's a new. You throw it and it's just whoo. It's crazy.
Oh, sounds like Lloyd back in the day throwing me some knuckleballs.
But yeah, it's. I've seen the commercial on it. It looks pretty fun. It'd be hard to hit.
It's hard on a kid to hit a ball like
it would
that.
be. But what were we talking about? Oh, football. Yeah, football season right around the corner. Bears training camp. I still haven't seen our credentials for that yet.
Are we getting credentials for that?
I would love to go down on a Saturday.
Why couldn't we do a show from there, Jim?
Go.
Jim
We'll just
hyphen
do it
Ash?
on our own. Let's just do it.
All right. Look,
Hey, can we borrow your cords?
we're going wireless. We'd never figure
And
that
I'm
out.
following.
We'd never figure it out, Joe.
Holy cow, is this a mess?
But I started helping him set up, and I'm done. It's
done.
yours.
I've got trouble setting up a pup tent. I'm not
There's-
going to be able to
yeah.
do this mess.
There's got to be an easier way.
Hey, you know what? We give him trouble about it all the time. Look at it. He just shakes
He
his
just shakes his head. And just
I
deals
thought we were
with it.
going to hear the Weird Al, was it Living with a Hernia? Oh, we'd hear that for our next
Yeah.
song today. We need to go commercial break.
We only got 6
Key it
minutes.
up.
That would probably take us out. But yeah, JFL signups right now. I think you can pick up signups out at Grau. Pretty sure they have signups out there. Just talked to Ferris the other day. Signups are kind of low right now, but that's typical. A lot of kids will sign up week of, the day of. So I'm anticipating another good turnout for Lincoln Youth Football. We have pretty good turnouts year in, year out.
Yep.
High school football, I saw the kids out on the field last night practicing.
Yeah, we have camp going on this week and next week.
Yeah.
2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. Just going through some stuff. Coach Bass has a lot of new stuff that he wants to put in, and everything's going to be called, something a little different. So it's the terminology changes.
Terminology, but I mean, still the same, techniques.
It's X's and O's.
X's and O's, but obviously different terminology, different language of how he's going to communicate with the kids.
Both offensively and defensively. So there's a lot for the kids to learn, and as far as terminology, you want them to be sure of what they're doing, so
at
they
this
go
point,
more confidently.
Right, and the whole thing for Lincoln Youth Football is for these kids to develop the correct fundamentals. So when you do get up to high school, it's just more teaching and coaching instead of starting from scratch.
Repetition.
Where I got to teach this kid. He's a sophomore, and I got to teach him all the fundamentals of football. That's taken away from going over the playbook. Exactly. Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
Hopefully he'll be involved with I know he will be. He'll be hands-on with Lincoln Youth Football, He's going
to be very involved.
So,
we've talked about how he wants a few coaches and some players to hit different practices and make sure we go to games. And
because obviously every coach through JFL has a different coaching philosophy. And, obviously your head football coach of the high school he wants his terminology with those coaches, so they're learning it from day one.
That's exactly right.
So
there's been so many years where we have to change when they come in, and it's everything's different.
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. We didn't do it that way. We did it this way. Well, it's it's going to take time.
Yep.
He's not going to change this program overnight, but those little kids, they see when, hey, that's the high school football coach, or hey, there's some of the players. That gets those kids a little excited.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job. He's enthusiastic, got a lot of things going on. So it doesn't happen overnight, but he's doing a good job.
Somewhere,
yeah. How about NBA, guys? You want to talk some NBA?
I was wanting to.
Well, we can.
Okay.
Butler re-signed with the Bulls.
Butler resigns. DeAndre Jordan takes his verbal commitment from Mavericks and goes back to the Clippers. That's just a whole debacle right there.
That's it.
The Lakers can't get the big free agent signing. Nobody wants to play for the Lakers anymore.
Well, I don't think it's that. I think it's how the NBA is structured right now. If you're with a team, you can make more money than if you go to another team, and it's. Right. I don't know. I think it makes it less interesting. But then again, NBA's relevant in mid-July right now. Some of the highest tweeted comments are coming out of the NBA right now. So I guess maybe it's going the right direction. All these kids that like to tweet, they're on there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you, the Spurs, they're trying to get younger. They just got
re-signed Timmy Duncan. $5 million for 1 year, I think, or something like that.
And that's good because he's going to. Aldridge came from. Yeah. He's going to the Spurs, so Duncan would be a good influence on him. Show him how to play the game right. And they're trying to get younger because they are a little long in the tooth right now and getting a little up there. So
there's young Nicholas.
He brought you some breakfast.
Did he? No, he doesn't. I think we're gonna go to a movie later.
Everybody brings you stuff.
Me and you, buddy.
Everybody brings you stuff.
Are you gonna take him to the Minions?
Huh?
You gonna take him to Minions?
Is that out?
Yeah, it's out.
I'll go. That's a good show.
I do want to see the Minions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think I'll take the daughters to see that though.
After softball,
take the boy to see Terminator. Dun 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 dun. Sorry,
that's like wedding music.
Yeah. Kinda.
That kind of was. That's a good point.
We've only got 1 minute.
Yeah, look at Jim. Take a look.
Like, how much time these guys have left?
Start that music, Jim.
We don't
face
know.
Of baseball. Who's the face of baseball?
Who's the face of baseball?
This is the first All-Star game without Derek Jeter. Post Derek Jeter time. Who is the new face of baseball? I'd have to
say, it's Mike Trout, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's right there.
Maybe McCutcheon.
Albert Pujols making a big comeback. All you Cardinal fans?
Pujols have. You know what? With him being moved to the West Coast and being not as relevant for the last couple of years, I think he's kind of faded. Yeah. I think Trout, Zach Greinke right now, I think 18 starts, 19 earned runs so far this year. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty solid.
Right loin.
Far.
How the Phillies doing?
They've almost got everybody traded.
Chirp. He's got his Phillies bucket hat on though. He's a super fan. He doesn't just break out the gear when they're winning. He wears it when they're losing.
He's all right.
And he says they've been losing a lot.
I've got to go coach some softball today, boys.
Okay. Coach.
You're going to get rain. There we go.
Nah.
There's that music.
Hey.
Accept your award and get off the stage.
That's right. Don't know where we're going to be next week. We'll be somewhere.
You can find us on the radio dial.
Yeah, on 96.3 FM.
Or catch us on the web.
Catch us on the web at WLCNonline.com. All right, thanks for tuning in. You've been in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Good day.